So welcome to day 2 of 13 Days of Art. Today we're gonna go back to the prehistory of human beings with La Huella del Mal. I'm Sylvia and this is Brain Mix. So La Huella del Mal, just with starting with the little nitty-gritty details. So it's a thriller that is 106 minutes long. It is PG-16. In English, La Huella del Mal is the Cavern Crimes. It is new from this year, 2025. I decided to put this in 13 days of horror because I was not able to go and see it in the movies when it came out in Spain, because it is a Spanish movie. The movie it is directed by Manuel Rios and Martin, which is based the movie on his own novel, so that the book that is written. The two main actors are Blanca Suarez and Daniel Grau. Blanca Suarez is, there are two leads, but Blanca Suarez she's a big deal. She's the big deal in this movie and in Spain because she's one of the best actresses, one of my favorite actresses of ever. She is amazing. You can see her on Netflix in a show titled Respira, Breathe. It's a TV show located in an hospital in Valencia, in the Valencian region, and she plays one of the doctors. You can also see her on one of Netflix shows, Decidero, that's titled Cable Girls or La Chicas del Cable in Spanish. She's been in many other movies and Spanish classic, which you see rapidly on this side on the screen. That is nice mirror in it. So the story of La Huella del Mal is a serial killer story, not based in prehistory, because the Blanca Suarez character is a police officer who's going through some stuff, personal stuff. She's going through IVF. The story is of this serial killer, of supposed serial killer, is because when it starts in some sort of summer camp, like a museum that is outside in the aire libre, to learn about prehistory. And there's some youngsters who go off and to explore a little bit, and they came across this setting, which is like a fireplace setting, to learn how fire was made and used back way back in the days. Someone happened to be in that fireplace. I made this because it just runs like this, in oval shape, and they think at first maybe it's a mannequin, because there is a mannequin that's above, an actual mannequin that's about to make a fire, like a mannequin. So it looks a little bit real. Spoilers, it's because it was a dead person, young woman. So because they're youngsters and they are I think that was on purpose, the fact that they made them do that. What I'm about to say is to touch on about this societal issue that we have with some people, boys and girls, but mostly boys, when it comes to deal with consent, the portrayal of women in general. It's like very quick. It's because it's not the focus on this movie, so I'm not gonna focus on that. I'm gonna focus on that on episode 3. So because they're youngsters and because they see what they think is a mannequin that is naked, well built, we're gonna say, naked women, they're gonna film like they're gonna pretend they're doing stuff to it. But as the young person is gonna be filmed doing that, or trying to pretend like he's doing that, because they're not actually going to do it. That was not the plan, but the pretension is enough. Is realizing that it's not a mannequin, that it is a dead person. And why we think it's a serial killer is because Blanca Suarez's character, 6 years prior to this discovery, was on a unsolved case, where there was a dead body discovered in the exact same position. And so of course she's called to work on that case, and she's called mid IVF. She's stressed because of course this is a stressful procedure, this is a long procedure, and she's she has too much and she has to leave because also she receives the call. She's like, oh my god, this is the perfect excuse for me to leave this hospital. And so she leaves already stressed, and it's like, oh my god, I've seen this before, and this is a case that has troubled her because it's unsolved. The person, I believe, when that disappeared was 16 years of age, and that happened, so not an easy case to work on. And so it happens again, and it was also a second disappearance on this back then, and they don't know what happened because there are some interesting characters back then when the first case happened, but also this time because it's not only a attraction park, some sort to learn about prehistory, because it's also on the location of a excavation where they mine stuff to discover like ancient history. Is because there's also a group which I think is kind of culty, especially a man that will be the main suspect of this movie that behaves just like a caveman. And so this group behave like cave people, and a minority of that group do believe also in cannibalism. And some people are gonna try to eat some police officers. We don't do that, people. Not just to police officers, of course, but to everyone. Cannibalism is a big no-no. No. And is quite some character because he is really into his, which is, it is right, is really into his way of life, which is can be good, you know, to go back to the basic, but that basic where finance is key. And I do remember that I've written down one of the things because there's a conference professor that do say that back in the day there was a lot of finance and it was okay because that's how people lived. But throughout this movie, which is an hour and a half long, a little bit over, then you move into between empathy. Is it empathy or violence that makes us human, or is it both? And the thing that I really like about that movie, besides Daniel Grau's actuation and of course the Blanca Suarez, is the way it was filmed. I mean, to me, that's how I felt it was filmed. The rhythm of it felt like it was filmed like it would be a TV show, and I would have totally watched that as a TV show, maybe a short series, just like episode 3 that's gonna come up. Because you get into the movie, it takes its time. It doesn't rush stuff. To explain stuff and to establish the story, to establish the character like they did at the beginning with the personage of the character of Blanca Suarez, and the backstory that she has with the case back then, and also with her ex-partner in crime, and also in the bed sheets. That's played by Daniel Grau. It's not gonna pretend that it knows better than the viewer, like some movies can do. It's intelligent, and it's the rhythm is just got me really into this story. Like we say, if you hate a character is because the acting is great. And I don't hate the character, but I dislike it maybe, is the character of the main suspect, which is like the main caveman. I can see that kind of people happening in real life, exist in real life. Yeah, it does touches on some very important societal subjects, not just sexism and machism, but the way we live as humans, and also if we've lost touch with our humanity, because there is a lot of violence in this thriller, because of course this is a murder case, but also was it there before, but most importantly, have we lost touch with humanity and nature, because this group that lives like if we were cave people, but like if they were cave people, they do have some prehistorical retreats to live fully the way of life they wish they have. And so in this is La Huella Del Mal is very interesting, so I do recommend you to watch. Tell me in the comments if you do decide to watch it, and what you think of it, if you like it or not. It can be both. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow for day 3. I hope you like the video. I do wish you a good day and a good afternoon, a good morning, a good evening, a good night, and most importantly, a very good life. Bye!